What's going on, everybody? It is me again. It is time to lean in, bitch, on this Good Friday of January 6th. I'm here with Jamie, and we got some champagne. We got toasting to what has happened in the Bravo verse. It's been a lot over within 24 hours. Two villains have left Bravo and shit, everything else. Let's just say that. So we're here to talk about it briefly. Of course, it's a luncheon lane, so we're here for a good time, not a long time. Like this video, subscribe. Shout out to everybody that's watching. We just decided to do this morning. And you guys are already coming in. So shout out to CKC, Brian, Nisha, Nushka, David, Carey, who else is there? Brandon, Jordan, my sis, Melanie. Everybody's watching right now. Shout out to y'all. But baby, we are toasting because what happened? First of all, let's start with the first thing.
Oh,
Lisa Rinna, after 8 seasons, 8 long, drawn out seasons, out
long.
bunnies and interrupting people's families and sisterhoods and shit like that, and her little flipped up mop wig. She's been fired. She has they tried to mask it as it was a mutual agreement. We know for a very long
Mhm.
time this has been something that they have been talking about. We've been hearing about it for the last, like, especially this last season. And then
Mhm.
realistically, what does she really had going on? Let's just be honest. Like, other than her same shenanigans, is she really somebody that we just really care that is leaving? Like, how do you feel about it, Jamie?
What is that Jill Scott meme? Oh, oh.
from
Look,
from Why Did I Get Married?
yeah. Oh, you know that for the last like season or two, I have been on very vocal about like Rinna's time has kind of wrapped up for the time being. When she
Mhm.
came on, she was very, very necessary to the show. She breathed some much needed new life. She had some really great moments, but it just seems the last 2 years she has been very desperate to
Mhm.
create moments, and a lot of them do seem manufactured. And I think for this point in her tenure, she needs to. This is the right decision. Like
Yeah.
we need a break from her. She don't. She doesn't need a break. We need a break.
And I mean, and then outside of that, she's a liar. She's literally made up stuff and
Yeah,
come back, you know what I'm saying, with other shit. Um, like with the whole Garcelle thing, how she made the whole thing about the sauce, and then she
the
came back like
sauce.
she never did it. She's just been lying. So it gets to a point to where, like, you can be great TV, but when you're constantly caught in lies, especially after like nailing people to the cross for so long in seasons, then you come back 2 seasons later and say, "Oh, it was a lie, ha ha," with my wig. No, that's not
Yeah.
really entertaining. That's not something that we want to see. I haven't really seen many people object this. I saw one post, which I just saw literally about shit 10 minutes ago, talking about it's the biggest mistake ever, and I was like, said no one fucking ever.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're sick of this lady. I'm glad that she's gone. But in addition to her leaving, they did announce that there will be more Real Housewives of Beverly Hills firing. So who do you think is next on the chopping block?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like
Mhm.
because then you have to look at like who's the thing with Renna, and when Renna came on during Housewives, in general, Housewives had started to morph from kind of like a reality show into very much a competition show.
Yeah.
These women were coming on and they knew the game. They knew exactly what they were signing up for. They knew exactly what they had to do in order to keep their seat safe and to cause ratings and stuff like that. So from a standpoint, she really helped usher in housewives working and clocking in. So
Yeah.
from that standpoint, we both know there were some wives this season who left much to be desired. So if we're going based on that, I would say more than likely Cherie, which I think she already announced earlier that she
Kareem,
was not coming back. Cherie, how do you
isn't
pronounce
even
her
somebody to be fired.
name?
I mean, was she even really
Crystal,
on?
Sheree. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see Kathy Hilton back. Like, I'm. She was entertaining, but
Yeah.
we all know that that was also a facade. Like, we know what Kathy Hilton is like in real life. I don't
Mhm.
need to see this fake facade. It was funny for a couple of cute chucks, but like, I don't
Mhm.
need to see her erase all that.
Mhm.
Um, I would like to see the dynamics now that the biggest pot stirrer is out because the Fox Force 5 is now Fox Force
It
3.
ain't no force because
It's
everybody else is
nothing.
scaring. Kyle
Yep.
scary as hell. The Reed is she ain't nobody.
Yeah.
It's just going to be interesting. I will say this now, she's fired, she's gone, I'm glad. But, I cannot deny some moments that she did bring to the show. Amsterdam, we did a whole, like for our,
Recap.
we did a whole recap on just past moments. And she was actually a part of a lot, if not, well, pretty much, I think 3 of the 5 moments. And they were, so her impact is definitely there, but I think it got a little old and a little stale. I think that's really what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with Ramona or Vicky or Tamra. All of these OGs, and even Nene at the end of her tenure, had become so like self-absorbed, and the show was "It's me," right. And nothing really felt organic. And they felt like when they walked into the room, their sole goal was to create a moment or suck the energy out of the room. And sometimes that gets really, really exhausting. Mm-hmm. It makes it really difficult to root for, even if you're the villain. Like, you want to be able to sit back and be like, I really like that bitch, even though she's completely unredeemable. At this last couple of seasons, all of them had just gotten to the point where it was like, you are not enjoyable to watch, regardless of what you're doing.
This last season was like the nail in the coffin. The whole Kathy thing, and something so dark, or whatever she said that Kathy was doing, but wasn't talking about it, how she was so hurt about it, but she didn't want to. It was just too much. We had a lot of shit, a lot of scandals with this lady. So good riddance. As Lisa Vanderpump says, ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. I love that she tapped in for that. And so we're going to cheers to Miss Lisa Rinna. If you got a glass, it's, y'all, it's 10:40 in the morning. I am on I'm not on the clock. I'm at work. And I had to literally bite and open this damn champagne just because it is a celebration. So if you got anything to drink right now, if you got some water, if you down at the Wawa, whatever, 7-Eleven, take a sip, because this is a moment. But we move to the next one. So the next moment, I don't want to say it's sad. It's sad for the individuals involved. I'll say that. It's not sad for the person, because if you've been watching this show, I have been saying since it came out, this lady was going to jail. I have been constantly saying she is going to jail. There's been somebody that's not here right now that was against that.
Name him. Call him out. Name names.
He had a black eye. He had a black eye 2 episodes ago. And, it is what it is. Whatever. And to this point, her sentencing date was today. It's been pushed back 50 million times. It's supposed to have been in March. It's supposed to have been in June. It's supposed to have been in December. And it finally happened. And as of today, Jen Shah, from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, is going to be going to jail for about 6.5 years. This has been confirmed. I kind of wanted to wait till the dust settle a little bit, but it's been confirmed, and people are kind of talking about it. But I don't really see anybody that is really. I've seen like one person say something. It actually was Mia Thornton, dumbass, talking about
Mia.
Pray for Jen Shah. No, pray for my grandma. Pray for your grandma. Pray for everybody's grandma and grandpa.
Pray for all the grandmas
that was out here going crazy. But I wanted to hear your thoughts, and because I just woke up like an hour ago, so I caught a lot of the lateness, but I know you guys were up talking about it in the chat before I even got up. So yeah.
I will say that on today, the anniversary of the January 6th insurrection, it is nice to see justice being served. It's sad that it had to be from a woman of color.
A woman of color, but she ain't
woman of color. But she, tell her that.
I'm like, you know what? All
tell
right,
her that. We all knew. If anybody's been following the case, you can have empathy for her and for her kids and for her husband. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I think her callousness towards the situation, very similar to Erica Jane, was her downfall. She was selling merchandise. She was openly just like still gallivanting, still making light of it, still maintaining her guilt, or excuse me, her innocence, even though she knew what was out there. Mm-hmm. And so I think that her trying to paint this remorseful picture as soon as the trial started, I was like, girl, this is about 5 years too late. Like, you should have been remorseful about this. I will say the sentencing was a little lenient just based on the crimes that they had laid out. I think from my understanding, it was 6.5 years that she got with 5 years to supervised release. I think what the feds were trying to push for was minimum of 10 years, which is why the judge said, I'm not going with what the government is recommending. I'm giving that to you, 5 years probation to kind of add up around to that. But 6.5 years, man. If I was Erica Jane, I'd be like, maybe I should change my tune when these cameras start rolling. Maybe I got to start looking a little remorseful, because the judge quoted multiple times, she's on camera flaunting this lifestyle, and yeah, it's a character, but you want me to believe that that's not who she is in real life? Maybe they're using it.
We have said many times she's a narcissist, and even up until this recent episode, like the fact that she's planning these trips and it's just very interesting how she plays this out. The difference between her and Erica James, because she's accused of the actual crime, versus what's her name? Erica is accused of willingly knowing
conspiracy or willingly.
Conspiracy, yeah. Correct. So it's a difference there, but if I was anybody else in the future, I would just probably take notes, because what Jen Shah did is the exact reason why she's gone, and she lucky she ain't gone much longer. That is a good amount of time. She's going to definitely get more of a boxier shape than it already is. She's definitely going to, those fillers and things that she has in her upper body, because she didn't put any lower, they're going to start dropping. She's going to be looking a hot mess. But you know what? I pray for Coach Shah. Coach Shah, if you need anybody to keep you warm, there are like
trash
people over at the league that, not myself, but 5 other people I would take you in. I think her kids, I pray for her kids too. Jen Shah has to serve the time, because she did the fucking crime. That's
absolutely. And she's on record laughing about the crime. She's on record literally showing no remorse. So like, yeah, it's a harsh sentence. Yeah, you're scared. But like, sis, at any point during this nearly decade-long string of fraud that you've done, you could have stopped and said, you know what, let's re-examine business practices. Instead, you got greedy. You wanted more money. You expanded offices. You opened shit overseas. Like, you did that shit. And you roped other people into it. You did that shit. You weren't accused of doing that shit. You did that shit. So it's very hard for me to have remorse for her. I really hope that she genuinely looks and being like, well, goddamn, my greed really, really fucked up a lot of people in my life. Like, really fucked up a lot of folks. My kids are going to be without a mom for 6 years.
Comments, child, about Coach Shah. TKC is out of line. For one, I'll leave him be. But yeah, she did make a statement about the new drugs that she was prescribed. They have her see, baby, whatever those drugs are, give me that. I want them drugs, because I need to see some things clearly too in my life. Right now in my life, give me them, whatever the meds are called. Somebody find out the name and let me know where I can get them, because my doctor maybe can slide me some under the table if I need. Oh, my best friend Torian, let me know. But yeah, so that's why we came to talk. That's what we came here to talk about, was these 2 individuals. This is crazy right now in the Bravo. So I don't know what's going to happen next. It's January 6th. We know what happened January 6 years ago. Jesus Christ. And January 6th will continue to be a crazy day.
Okay.
It will continue to be a crazy day. Especially for Jen Shah. Were there any other details revealed about her sentencing and when she's going as of now?
She's going. She's supposed to report, I think, either February 13th or February 17th. So she literally has a month.
Yeah.
Which is, I understand that in a case like this, they're not going to like take her away immediately, like get her affairs in order. She does have children. She does have, stuff. I would say she has a business, but she don't.
She's had so much time.
Yeah. Like, nobody could be delusional enough to think that you're not going to be found guilty and sentenced. Like, well, she pled. So she wasn't found guilty. She legit copped out and pled. So it's interesting, like what could have happened, how much she could have got if she did not plead guilty. If she went to trial.
17th, that baby, I'm gonna make that Valentine's Day the best thing.
Man,
you gotta put that round on Coach Shah, and she would have show all the love to the kids and everybody, because baby, that is right around the corner. Yeah. Is that even? Can she even see she's not even gonna see the Super Bowl? What is the Super Bowl?
Oh, that's February 3rd, I thought, right?
Is it there? Okay, I know it was like February. I thought it was like.
You're part of the Navy. I thought you would know.
I am. Okay.
See, you're not interested. I'll be a boring show.
I'll be there. Thank you very much.
Real boring. You think the mic's gonna be on?
Anyway,
Mike,
nonetheless,
Mike should probably be muted.
nonetheless, so it's unfortunate for her, but prayers to her kids and Coach Shah. That's all I can say. And prayers to Lisa Rinna too. I'm sure she'll be featured on some type of show, you know, whether it's like a Ultimate Girls Trip. Maybe she'll come with like the girls who got too big for the show, like Nene and
Ramona
and Bethany. These girls that kind of like, you know, I think that'll be a good ultimate, like the girls that really their head blew up and they had to go because of it. Yeah. I don't know. So we actually have to get out of here soon. I don't know. Do you want to take one call? Or you think
we can take a call or two?
We can take a call or two.
Behave, y'all. TKC, behave if you call in.
Yeah, if you want to, I'm gonna go ahead and send the link for a few calls and thoughts and opinions, but make it quick. It says a lunch and lean.
So yeah, I got about 8 minutes.
I got literally 8 minutes. I got to get to a movie shortly, but I don't mind hearing the people's thoughts and your opinion. So, and if you're watching the replay, you know, let us know how you feel about both situations. Rinna being fired, you know, did you like Rinna? Do you feel like she's, you know, they're going to suffer in the show because she's not going to be there? Or do you think, and the same with Jen Shah, like, I really think with her gone, no lie, they should probably put this show on pause, not for her, or just kind of reevaluate the cast.
It should be on pause regardless if she's going or not. I'm so fucking tired.
The fact that she, Tori, I said, here's the link right here. You click on the link right here, and then you just hit audio. And
I will say, I don't think Beverly Hills is going to suffer. Everybody thought Beverly Hills was going to suffer when Lisa Vanderpump left, and it just kept right on ticking. If anything, her last season was the weakest season in recent memory. So they'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to. She really hasn't done much but bring us turmoil in the last years. So but, we got your fave Crystal.
Shut up. It's also necessary for longevity. If you're going to keep these shows on the air, you can't have the same cast year after year after year after year. Nobody's lives are that exciting. Like, you have to cycle through. I think it should be like Senate terms. Like, you need to take a vote every 4 years or something and let these people leave, take a season off, come back, because it's just like, otherwise it gets stale and monotonous, and I don't want to watch the same fucking people doing the same fucking thing over and over. Plus, with these big characters out of the way, it gives rise to maybe newer people coming in. How are you going to fall in love with a new cast member if the same old people are still there sucking up all the oxygen?
That's true. That's actually very true. I agree.
I want Kyle gone. Just throwing that out there. I need Kyle out of there.
What if she's one of the ones to go? I mean,
it's her time. She's been there since literally episode 1. I think she needs a pause a little bit.
They're talking about bringing Christine Quinn from
I saw selling.
I don't really like that personally. I don't think she is worthy of being on such a platform, but that's just my opinion. I don't.
She's a little common. I actually wouldn't mind Christine. What's her name? Christine Chu from the Bling. What is that from Netflix? Bling Society or Bling
Empire?
Bling Empire. Her and her husband live there. They're very, very rich. Yeah. He's got royal blood in him. She's a hoot to watch, and we all know Bling Empire can be a little contrived and scripted at times. So it would be nice to see her in a lion's den with people who do not need a whole lot of prodding to check in the work.
Yeah.
Plus, I just think she's amazing. I think she's gorgeous, and she would devour some of these girls.
Okay. Well, it looks like we don't have any callers today, which is fine. We can get out of here a little early. If you're watching replay right now or whatever, just let us know in the comments like how you feel about the seasons, Salt Lake City and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And for Beverly Hills, do you feel that the cast will survive, and if there are any valuable castmates they could add outside of Christine Quinn? And there are a lot of people that are wealthy, but I mean, in terms of TV, let's look at Diana. We don't need no more licking lips, rich hoes. Just because
rich hoes,
because it's like she's the epitome of, okay, just because you got money don't mean you need to be on TV. I'm just saying,
yeah,
it needs to be a little bit more depth to these characters like they used to have, and just kind of can be good for TV. So hopefully, I think Beverly Hills will be fine, honestly. And I think this may be the reason why they took their break. They took a break. They would have already started filming, and they're gonna start. I think they're gonna have I think they're gonna start filming in the spring. I believe they said.
I think like March or April was what they said.
Yeah, they want a warmer season because usually it's filmed over the course of like the winter. Even though it's warm here in the UK, it's not always the best.
It's been Christmas for the last couple of like seasons,
and it's actually pretty cold here in LA right now. It was like 50-ish degrees last night. It was quite cold for me.
It's a little chilly, a little brisk.
Correct. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming in last minute. Great lunch, Lean. Thank you, Jamie, for doing it. I didn't finish all my champagne. I cannot be drunk at work. But I did drink about this much. I trust you.
You drank half a glass, damn.
If this was Tito's, it would be gone. But champagne is just not my thing. But I did it for y'all. And for this moment of celebration of Jen Shah.
A moment like this.
Yeah, right. Moment like this and Lisa Rinna being fired. Thank y'all for watching. Like this video, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next Lean. And have a good night. Oh, a good night, a good day, and a good weekend too.
Hold on now, it's 11.
It's the yeah, I'm already drunk. Bye, y'all.